Coach, thank you very much for your time. Wonderful game of football here. 6 goals scored. What were your thoughts on the game?
Oh, okay. Firstly, you're welcome, Mame. What I think about the game is the first half. I think we played very well. We've created a lot of chances, and unfortunately we couldn't convert enough. But I think second half it was not a game of too many chances. So you know what happens in football. You create a lot of chances, you don't score, and then the opponents, they get a few chances, they score, and then the score is 3-3, whereby maybe first half we could have killed the game, maybe go on half time with a 3-0, 4-0, and then it becomes a little bit difficult for the opponents to come back on the second half. So I think my team played very well, created enough chances, and they were very dominant. The only thing I'm not happy about is that we kept the game too open, far too long. And then when we went to halftime, I told my players that second half is not for too many mistakes. So if you can check, we considered the goals from our own mistakes, not too many penetration from the opponents. Even at some point, I think we were not on a good rest defense, and then they had 2 or 3 chances on a transition. But overall performance, I think my team played very well. The only difference is that they couldn't score enough.
Coach, I'm sure it will concern you that you were leading 2-0. You allowed them to come back and make it 2-2. You scored another goal to make it 3-2, but still allowed them to come back and make it 3-3. Do you perhaps think at 3-2 you could have changed a bit tactically so that you are able to consolidate and not allow them enough spaces in your final third?
Yeah. I think the only problem we had is that second half our rest defense was not on point, because every time we lose the ball in the last third, they win the ball and then they can find that striker who I'm not sure what number he was wearing, but he came on as a sub. So every time they go on a transition, they try to find the striker, and only to find out the centre backs, no one has attached the striker. So that's why I'm saying our rest defense was not on point, and we had too many mistakes on the second half. That's why we've considered those goals.
Mentioning about the rest defense, on the touchline I heard you many times shouting rest defense. Where do you think you get it wrong? Because from your side, from the technical team's perspective, you were able to see it and inform the players to try and get that right, but you allowed them to come back, and a game that you should have won ends up as a draw.
Yeah, I think it goes to a level of concentration in the match, to focus 100% on the match from start to finish. So that's why when you make mistakes, I could see that they'll be very dangerous on a transition. That's why I was always shouting my centre backs for rest defense. But as I'm saying, it's a level of concentration and the communication also, because once you are centre backs and you are able to communicate to say, oh, okay, if he goes deep, I go with him. If maybe there's a long ball, and then I'm ready to be a sweeper to anticipate that long ball, and then we make sure that we keep it clean at the back. So that's that's something that has let us down today. It's not to concentrate 100% and to take proper instructions from the coach.
Coach, thank you very much for your time and for a very wonderful game of football, and all the best going forward.
Thanks, my man. You're welcome.